is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar, Case Keenum.
And what a career he had for the Cougars. How about over 5,000 yards passing in 3 seasons there, each of 3 seasons? And it hasn't stopped because last year in Minnesota, 2017 for the Vikings, over 3,500 yards, went 11-3 as a starter. He still has the magic.
First carry for Devontae Booker. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A second down carry for Booker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And let's look quickly here at the Denver offense.
Let's focus outside on Demaryius Thomas. His numbers were down slightly last year. First time in the last 5 years he didn't top 1,000 yards. But this guy's been to 5 Pro Bowls. And when I think about the evolution of his career, from his time at Georgia Tech where they were running an option offense and he didn't catch much more than bombs, to now being a complete receiver, no reason in my mind to think he won't be over 1,000 yards again in the future.
On second down, Freeman. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On the handoff, this is Booker. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
When he came out of college, I thought his best attribute was being able to break the pocket and make plays in the open field. But watching him develop over the years, you see a guy who can stand in the pocket and deliver excellent throws into tight windows.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So they'll give a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in just a moment. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Gun, Keenum. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Keenum. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. This is Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room and no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Following the fumble recovery, Keenum. They set up the screen to Booker. Only able to make it to the 15 after the nice move. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Keenum. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a first down throw, Keenum. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Keenum. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. On first down, Keenum. This is Booker on the dump off. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense, just a lone field goal in that first half, and as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And an alley to run. And just shedding. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin with a return of 102 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. So special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So he takes it from 2 yards deep all the way down the field into the other end zone. Add it all up, a 102-yard return on a kickoff. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Booker on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Right back to Booker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll hand off to Booker. Call it no gain that that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Prescott from the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one. No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. And that was just situational football 101 right there. Excellent decision to throw that one away. You know he would have loved to have converted right there to keep the pressure on and build on this lead. But the best play, avoid the sack, taking care of the football. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him. Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Booker. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Denver. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds Hearns left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Elliott. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Real estate's been pretty hard to navigate up the middle, hasn't it? Been real tough for them to run the football.
Another example there, but when they try to bounce it outside, the numbers have been to the advantage defensively there, too.
Yeah, once they took care of the middle, that allowed those linebackers and secondary guys to run to the ball on the perimeter.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Darian Stewart that time who was able to knock the pass away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Freeman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Keenum now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Keenum. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 23 yards on the play. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he doesn't, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Keenum now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Keenum. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Booker, the man he was trying to get it to. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Keenum now on 1st down. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Keenum. They set up the screen to Booker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Keenum now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. flush to his right. Finding room inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And fights through one man. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. That went into the hands of Hamilton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. He's back to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Now Keenum. That is caught inside the 5. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Back to throw, Keenum. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Keenum now to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One final try now for Keenum. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.